So this is the pot I'm gonna use for these right here, because they are, it's a lot of them, and I thought I could fit those and these all in one, but I cannot. So I'm just going to put water in here, and I'm gonna boil this. I'm gonna put the baking soda in here too, but yeah, I do a lot of baking soda because I need it to be clean and sterile. And I do a lot of Dawn because I want to see suds. Alright, so now this is what it looks like. So since I'm going to use this pot, I'm going to put the water inside and let the water boil. And then once the water boils, then I'm gonna put these inside. But for this one, these are plastic, so I'm gonna wait till it get to a certain temperature so it won't melt my plastic. All right, so this is how much I have. This is how much I'm going to use, and I'm just gonna set it over the stove. So these right here is for my edge control, my edge growth oil, for people who just need to grow their edges. So I'm gonna let this sit for about an hour. Normally I do 2 ounces, but we're gonna see. I'm trying to see about the 1 ounces, if the 1 ounces is better, or stick with the 2 ounces. So that's what we're doing. And y'all, this is like hot, so yeah. And these right here, so the amount this hot, well, you can't see how hot it is, but the steam for this is how I want this to be. So when I take that off of there, the pot, I'm just gonna let it cool for about 5 minutes to where it's hot, but it's not hot where it's gonna melt my bottles, because it is in a metal pan. So for these bottles, I like the water to cover it, so that's good enough for me. That way I know that all of my bottles are submerged. And that they get water in them. So you want to make sure all your bottles are submerged. These are quite fine because they're smaller. For my tops, these are all submerged as well. From time to time, like you see me do earlier, I take them and squeeze them. Some of them, just to make sure my droppers get it in there. Alright, so those are pretty good. I'm pretty sure I told you guys, but I did put these in the bottom just because they are going to go on top of those when I pour them in there. So you want, whatever you buy, you sanitize everything. Alright, so now I let this boil for about my oven was already, my stove was already hot, so I let this boil for about 3 to 5 minutes. You want to let it boil until you can stick your hand. Like, if you can stick your hand inside there, it's perfect. So you don't want it to be too hot. So we're just gonna do a little test. So my bottle didn't melt, So what I'm gonna do is to counteract it, I'm gonna put some lukewarm water in there just in case it's actually hot, and because I don't want my bottles to melt. So basically what you'll do is half of this is filled with water that's been on the stove, and the other half is going to be the hottest water from the sink, and then that's how we're going to counteract it for lukewarm. Just because I'm dealing with plastic bottles. With plastic bottles, your vendor should tell you how hot, but still you don't want it to be hot to where it melts the bottle. Even though it's hard plastic and this wouldn't melt, but still I just want to be on the safe side. Alright, so now I'm gonna put the rest of the bottles in there. So I know some of you probably like, girl, all those not gonna fit, but trust me, I know my bottles, they're all gonna fit. They fit. When it comes to this, because I've done this process before, so normally when I overdo my bottles, because I have a lot of hair oil bottles anyway, so normally when it gets to this and I have more than my edge control, then once I clean these, the ones on top, they go and I make another batch of sanitized water, and the ones that's on top, they sit for another 30 minutes instead of an hour. So that's why I have them tops down, because I need my tops to get sterilized on the inside as well, the rim to get sterilized. So normally these get, my hair growth bottles get sanitized twice. So we're gonna scoot those over. Scoot that over. So yeah, so this is my process. Like I said, some people only do 20-30 minutes. I do an hour. These really get like an hour and 30 minutes, maybe 2. So come back, let these soak, let these dry on here, and then these I will redo them.